While editing this video, I realised there isn't a massive amount of context, so I'm going to provide a little bit of background to it now before we get into it. As well as being a content creator within the fitness and lifestyle industry, I'm also a coach and a personal trainer. I specialise in calisthenics and bodyweight training. I work with the guys over at the School of Calisthenics, but I also work for myself independently. As part of my role as a coach and educator, I facilitate experiences where people can experience breathwork and cold exposure, helping people have powerful experiences and also help them just include more adventure in their lives. I was invited down to London to coach and to also speak on the cold and educate people around the cold and some tools that they can utilize if they want to get into more cold exposure. I hope to be doing more events like that in the future, as well as in the Peak District. Here is some footage from the event down in London. More of this to come. There's basically two sort of mindsets here. Some people are mad keen to get in. Some people are like, right, let's do this, let's get it over with. Other people are a little bit apprehensive, right? And that's natural. At the end of the day, this isn't normal to get into an ice bath willingly, okay? But just let me reassure you that you have the metabolic, the physiological hardware to cope with this, okay? A lot of times we think about upper body day, or working on the rings, or working on handstand, or working on legs. Today we're training the capillaries. Now, don't worry if you get in and you hear a gasp, because sometimes that's involuntary. That's going to happen, okay? And don't worry about it. As we go through, we're going to be looking at 3 minutes. So that first 30 seconds, that first minute is the hardest, okay? There's no getting around that. Every time you enter the water, there's a challenge between you and the voices in your head. As you get into that middle bracket of minute, that's when you're there, you've got that space, all the stress, your ideas about a mortgage just dissipate into the ether, and you're doing it, you're overcoming it. As we start to get into that final minute, you start thinking, how long is this 3 minutes? This 3 minutes is taking half a day. Look, we're going to aim for 3 minutes. If you're really in a position where you're struggling, you feel like it is too much, it's overwhelming, take your time and step out. But anticipate that this community and the energy that we're all bringing into this will help you through. Okay. Actually, when we get into the ice, into the cold, the body is going to go into fight and flight, and then it's going to start shuttling all the blood towards our vital organs. Okay, because it's going right. Priority is keeping this meat suit alive. Hands and feet tend to be the hardest. So, if you want to put your hands under your armpits, if you want to put them on your thighs, if you want to hold someone next to you and dissipate some of your cold onto them, do so as well. Okay, whatever gets you through. But again, try and be mindful as much as possible, try and keep it nasal, because as soon as we start going, then the brain goes, right, panic! Okay, so what we want to do, we're willingly walking into this, we're willingly accepting this challenge. And this, for me, is what it's about, diversity.
Let's go for it, let's go.